Yeah, that was crazy. All right. What do we see this morning? We got OSRH, we got CAPS, we got ASST, we got STSS, we got OPAD. All right. Hmm. Testing, testing, one, two. There we go. All right, so right now I'm looking at the scans. I see CAPS and STSS are the two that I see with some type of catalyst. Let me go ahead and throw those on my watch. And let's go ahead and look into STSS. It's a little bit higher priced. Let's go see what this thing's talking about. Got a float of 1.02 million. News catalyst. Sharps Technology announces over a $4 million private placement seeking to establish a the largest Solana digital asset strategy. Okay. Investors include leading financial institutions, digital assets, and market leaders such as Pyrify, Pantera, Monarch, Falcon, all of these different names. Okay, so yes, I've definitely heard of Solana. Got Solana in my portfolio as well. Um, I do like Solana. I'm gonna have to see about how STSS performs, but I think it can make some moves for sure. Let's go ahead and look at it. It's gonna be my top watch for today. Let's go look at this daily chart. Daily chart. All right, so this, oh wow, it already got moving. Okay, so it started at 479 on Thursday, or maybe that wasn't, was it Thursday? 21st. Yeah, Thursday, and got going up here $7 and then is all the way up here to 10 something now. Okay. So it's already been going, been moving up here to about 10. It went to a high, whoa, it went to a high of 17. 17 is a little bit above this level, 1790. It's not a super obvious level up here, but it is the high of day. So I put high of day, 1790. Then can we find any I just want to remove this drawing. Okay. So I'm thinking we could see this one crank up. Definitely gonna be watching it. Nice ATR on it. ATR is $1.45. So what is 25 cents of that? Oh, we got another one just popped up there. Artillo, $12 and something. Not a lot of volume, but ARTL popping up. Add that one on. ARTL. Let's go look at that. ARTL. What do you have going on with you? ARTL. Tillo Biosciences announces a new data from an initial food effect investigation. A novel non-open. Wait, where'd you go? Well, it's from today. Okay, so safety and pharmacokinetic data support dosing of ART 2612 in Fed. Clinical stage pharmaceutical company. Key findings: favorable safety profile, predictable pharmacokinetics, and clinical development momentum. Okay. We'll see what that one does. It's back to 16% now. So it kind of is making moves out here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to go use Restream, but that is ATRL. I'll be watching that one, and STSS. Where was I? Where was ARTL had just popped up. STSS. Yeah, this one looks pretty good with that news that it has. But looking for obvious levels on the daily still. So let's see, we got 7 something or 731 all the way down here. That'll be back. There'll be quite a bit of a drop down there, but it is an obvious level. So around this 750-ish level. We possibly let me get rid of this. Why won't it let me get rid of this? Remove drawing. 750 possible daily. Okay. Then beyond that, let's see what else. Back up a little bit. Top side of this is $15. Possible date up. Move that. And duplicate. Move that on up there. All right. And what else? I don't think there's going to be any more. So yeah, 736 down there is looking pretty, or 750 is looking pretty obvious, but it may end up slipping down to $7. I don't know, somewhere up in here. Be watching this level down there at 7 today. And then on the highs, it's got up to 1563, and high of day was 1790. Jump back out here to ARTL. Continue to go down, only up 7% now, so that one is out of there. Taking that one off. It's gonna need to regain something. Back over here to the watch, we got a couple of cheaper ones. OSRH, caps, all of these, and then on my scan, let's see what has actually stuck to the scan here. Just STSS is on the scan. Meets all my criteria there. But let's see what happens. It's got 11 million shares traded on it with Catalyst on the day. A couple of cheaper ones coming up with Catalyst too, but I think I'm gonna focus on STSS if it wants to give me a nice move. Let's see. It looks like Benzinga's platform is working pretty good because I see all the, let's see if there's any news out here yet. Yep. So we got AST, asset entities, Treasury, Sharp announces over a 4 million oh yeah, this is them on the top news. So everybody's going to see this STSS. So I'm definitely going to be looking at that. Let's go back over. Yeah, STSS is going to be my main. What is Intel doing here? Intel corporate statement. Okay, I'm not worried about that. Asset entities. Yeah, okay. Definitely got room down to this 7. And it has a super low float on STSS. But I'm going to try to be more patient, wait for these daily levels to get hit. A lot of times I put them out there and I end up buying before this, like $7 or whatever. It go down there and actually touch $7 and bounce. And I'm like, oh man. So either I'll get in like, let's say $10 and it drops to 7. I'm down $3 per share and got to wait for it to try to recover. Or, you know, just crazy stuff that I shouldn't really be going through. So I'm just going to let it do its thing and let some people come in and play with it because I like the way the direction it's going. I definitely like the catalyst, the Solana catalyst. So we will see about that. Back over to the scan pre-market. Some of these other movers. Let's check out their catalyst since they are up here. Okay, so HCW says they have a biologic, or HCW Biologics, to showcase its novel second generation immune checkpoint inhibitor identified as a potential gateway to a multi-billion dollar market. Okay. Well, whatever that means, we will see. We do definitely have a couple with Capstone. Says that they add an 11 million in revenue with Carolina Stone acquisition, drives immediate accretion. I don't know what that word is. Accretion and South. I don't even know. But that's acquisition on Caps. It's a super cheap one. Good morning, Danielle. Yeah, this one, just waiting. OPAD is the one that has the most volume today, but it's a super cheap one. Well, not super cheap, it's $2. up 31%, but it's got the most volume. But yeah, STSS is my favorite. It is my favorite. And it had already started moving from last Thursday. So there's a spot on the daily chart for, like I was saying, around these sevens for the slip down to. But I don't know. That's a four. That's almost a $4 move down to that level. And then to the upside, it's got the 15s up here. And it hasn't really made any concrete pre-market levels. I mean, it traded around this 13 for a little bit, 12, 13 level where the point of control is. Jump back over here. So we got another. This one doesn't have any catalyst though. Only 2 shares traded. Wow, that's confident. You guys see anything else pop up that's maybe not on my scan? Let me know. I got OSRH is a cheaper one at $1. Caps 182. STSS, OPAD, HCWB, and AXIL. Go on down, buddy. And if it does move down here, I'm gonna let it have some consolidation so it could drag this point of control down because I don't really want to trade it until I know a lot of people are trading it down here. And at the ATRs here, so top ATR, which is STSS, is number 3 in RVOL with 8 times its normal volume. This ATR on OSRH is only 12 cents. So the way that I kind of look at it is, what is 25 cents or 25% of that thing worth it. So I say, hey, I'm gonna take this 12 cents, multiply it by 0.25. That would be a 3 cent. I have to be looking for 3 cent winners over there on OSRH. Caps with 22 cents. That'll be 22.22 times 0.25. It'll be a 5 cent wins. STSS with $1.45 times 25. Would be about 36 cents for a 25% move. So that seems more worth it to me than these other ones. Let me look at OPAD. OPAD with 36 cents. Times that 0.25, 9 cents. I really would like to have a ATR that can give me over 10 cents. These cheaper ones just don't seem to do it. And then if they do have a high ATR but they're cheap, it's usually because some type of reverse stock split or something like that, and it's a trap. They don't actually move that much. HCWB is giving 12 cents on the 25% win. And then ASST is 7.75 times 0.25, 18. So yeah, ASST, HCWB, and STSS all are given 10 cents or higher on the 25% return. So those are pretty much the ones that I'll be watching. But they're gonna have to hold up. ASW or ASST and HCWB. Let's look at their ATRs from yesterday or from Friday. So it looks like they both, ASST had an ATR of 60 cents on Friday and is now up to 75. STSS had a ATR of 67 cents and now it's up to $1.45. So definitely almost doubled that ATR. And then HCWB is 38 cents from Friday. So let's flip through these and look around. This is the ASST, HCWB, and they're both looking like 20 up 20, right around 30%. Hadn't really broke over 30 yet. ASST, the news on that one says asset entities announces S4 declared effective by SEC and shareholder approval. Vote for merger. Okay, so that's a merger. I'm not messing with that. So ASST, let's go ahead and put that on the chart so I can remember that. That's a merger. You just don't mess with mergers. Just leave a text note. All right, so that's why that one isn't getting as much attention. It's a merger. And then HCW, what you got? I think we already looked at this one. Solid companies, whatever immune checkpoint inhibitor exhibited success against solid tumors in IND enabling studies by simultaneously activating immune cells, promoting their infiltration into solid tumors. Let's see. Since their introduction to the treatment of cancer in 2011, immune checkpoint inhibitors have been held as a breakthrough cancer therapy. Immune checkpoint proteins are expressed on the surface of T cells. Okay. Revolutionized. Dr. Wong. Let's go see where this company is from. HCWB. HCW Biologics, a clinical stage, whatever. Where is it from? Miramar, Florida. Incorporated in 2018. And did we check the float on this one? It's 1.62 million, 1.627 million on HCWB. So those are pretty much the two that I will be looking at today. Favorite is STSS, but of course on my scan over here, STSS is the only thing that's even made it on this. So probably will focus there until if the other one can make it on. But this one, well, actually no, HC whatever. ASST is that merger agreement. That's the one. That's not the one I wanted. HCWB is the one that I was looking at, but it's like it needs a little bit of help, you know. Up 26%. Looks like it's making moves downward. It's got the RVOL that I like. It's got the ATR a little bit that I like. It does not have the price. So it's on the cusp of everything. And it's slowing down and getting more and more choppy. HCWB. It's kind of not moving much, slowing down in that volume in here. Let's go look back over here. 1108. Yeah, everybody working on breakthrough cancer research. They just like, But STSS is working on the Solana crypto treasury or whatever. So I'm wondering, is that going to heat back up? We've seen a couple of those of dead ones, but Solana is one that I actually know about, and it's pretty good. It's a pretty good chain, but I don't want to get into this thing too early. I want to see what it's going to do down to its daily levels around this 751. If it's going to dive today, okay, that's cool, but I want to see what it wants to do down there, and I don't want to be buying something that's going to be fading all day. The news is good. Solana is a huge blockchain now, and yeah, just want to see how it does there. And I'll probably have it on watch for tomorrow too. Looking at the daily chart out here, this is this daily chart. So it got going from Thursday, moved from 475 up here to 660, and then on Friday 646 up here to 742, and now it's in this zone here. But it went all the way in pre-market, all the way from down there to 1790 up here, high of day. So that's a pretty expansive move up there. And the daily chart, the rest of the daily chart, you can see it's been doing pops and stuff, but I'm not trusting the pre-market, especially on Monday morning. Even if I like the catalyst, I kind of want to see it trade around, see if it's going to die or not. But I do think it's going to give them some type of move upward. Okay, HCWB, what you doing over here, boy? Let's see, you are at 436, trying to rise from the ashes here. 10 times its normal volume. It's at 5 million shares traded right now, working its way on up. CWB did a little breakout from 510 up to 527 ish, and this is the one with the cancer research potential gateway to a multi-billion-dollar market. $12 times its normal RVOL out there with 50 cents in the ATR, 6 million shares on board. Let's go over to the daily chart on HCWB. Daily chart, it closed up on Friday around the 345s. Came over the top, so it's at 526 now. 526. Not a super obvious level, but okay. 540 is up here on this little spike, but I don't know if everybody's going to see that as something significant. This bottom here was 525 of this little gap up. Don't know if everybody's going to see that as significant. Let's back up a little bit. Looks like it went through some reverse splits or something. HCWB is about to take STSS out in volume. Literally needs 100,000 shares, and it's going to be passing it up. So more attention flowing to HCWB right now. And also on their relative volumes, it's also kind of similar there as well. So we got OSRH top. It's got 88 million shares traded. Then we got caps with 35. HCWB just passed up STSS. And so with these top three up here, STSS has got some competition cut out for us. So I'm gonna let STSS try to gather itself before, because if these just continue to fly, it's STSS isn't looking too good on in the low floats, or I mean just across the board actually. Just across the board. Who's it? HCWB struggling to hold up that 5. Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with STSS as a favorite, especially if it can hold its levels for a little while after the open. Definitely be watching, especially if it dips down and holds its levels. I'm like, okay, let's see what you got here. Let's see what you got here. I see BFRI, another cheap one. A lot of these little cheap ones popping up. BFRI up 27% real quick. It was says BioFrontier Inc. announces last patient out. Phase 2B study of L whatever, and it's barely holding the scanner because it keeps popping off. 10% for the treatment of moderate to severe acne vulgaris. Oh, acne. But it's got news on today, but that doesn't mean it's the best news. We got 5 up here with news right now, and those other ones are way away in volume from it. Oh, HCWB trying again for another flat top breakout. It's trying to hold up this $5, it seems. Looks like it's gonna pop. Well, it's kind of slowing down up here around this pop, trying to pop this top. Very small little breakout there. Maybe a 1 cent breakout from 544 to 545. Point of control moved up with this one to 534. Point of control moved down now to 525. It's about to be 7:30, half hour. Getting a major slow. Whoa. But say getting a major slowdown around this 541 and bouncing all the way down to 514. Looks like it's going to become a $5 struggle. Another one just popped up, QIPT. QIPT Capital. Forager Capital. Oh, well, it disappeared. Let me go look at that. QIPT. Forager Capital. That's what I just saw. This one says it submits a fully financed proposal to acquire Quit Home Medical for $3.10 per share. Okay, that's acquisition. Okay, on that. Acquisition. So even if it does go, it's just not something I want to mess with. Acquisitions and mergers, I stay away from for sure. Maybe some opportunity there, but just not for me. It is up. Let's see, how much is it up? QIPT up only 21%. Trying to stay alive. I haven't even checked the signals today. I guess all these would have popped on the signal too. Let's see, caps, signal. So this is Saturday. That's Saturday. There was stuff popping on Saturday. Okay. Not a whole lot. Of big names here. STS a whole lot of attention, and then all of a sudden it just kind of dropped off. HCW, we already looked at that one. Okay. I mean, my pre-market one is picking up pretty much everything I want to see, so I don't even know if I need signals anymore, to be honest. This one's got a smaller list of things that I actually want to see that are actually moving kind of largely. So I might just get rid of this one. Yep, get rid of that. Fibo, what is this? Barely has any volume there. Let's jump back over to HCWB. Again, struggling with this 5. Coming back and trying to test 5 real quick. At 517. But basically, I just use this one as my pre-market scanner, and then whatever makes it to my actual scanner, which the only thing it has actually made it is that STSS. I watch this one, and if it doesn't do what I needed to do on the day, I just be done. You know, just narrowing it down from pre-market to the thing that actually meets scan criteria. But it's gotta act right. It's got to act right. Point of control at 525, so it came up here to 550, and now it's forming another little level here around 525. So it looks like what, $half or 20 $quarter levels. So what's affecting it the most. Through a little wick up there to 535 is going to show red here. Get back under 518. Yes, it is. Nice choppy little animal. Will it crash under 5? All right, so getting under, just cracked 5 there. Bottom of that one was 496. 496 getting clapped. Tatiana, good morning, good morning. Did I see ET? Yep, I saw the note. Yep, I responded to the note on YouTube. Unless it didn't save, let me go check. Should have saved. Am I tripping? Yeah, yep, I responded to it. Woke up early in the morning, turned over, fought with my pillow and covers, and I responded to that thing, man. Fought for my life. No, I'm kidding. I always enjoy talking to traders and investors and all of that. Keep learning. All right. 1013. Yeah. Does anybody do any of you guys own Solana, like the actual crypto, or any of the on chain crypto that are connected to the Solana chain? The ticker for it is SOL. Let me pull that up on TraderView here. You've never seen it before. This is one that let me see. TradingView. Am I on the right screen? Yes, I am. Okay. So this one is Solana. It's around 197 bucks right now. Uh, went down to like somewhere down here, like $11, and just has been grinding on up. I have a couple of things on this chain. Atom is one of them that I have on chain. But yeah, it's a lot of people building on Solana. The other one that I was telling you guys about, and I called this one out. I think it was during the stream, but I definitely put it in the Discord, called Bio. This one, yeah, this one, Bio. I was playing around with this one. I had got in on this one around like 6 cents, and it shot up. So I'm like, okay, well, let's just see you continue going. Just want to see it continue flowing. What Bio is, it's a blockchain for research and development. As far as like any type of research, biologists, uh any type of research, psychology, it doesn't really matter. They're making a chain that will probably end up forking into something bigger, but this is like the mother chain for it. And so I went ahead and got in, and I may end up dollar cost averaging into this over the long term, but for right now, just got a little bit down here at 6 cents, and it just Friday it really went up to like 32 cents, but I'm just looking for it to keep making moves higher. So watching Bio out there. Um, that's the only one I really have made any moves on. So yeah. Oh, and WorldCoin. Where's WorldCoin? It's WDL. WorldCoin, this one too. I scooped a little bit of this one, looking for it to get on back up. It's an identification token, basically, a safer way to share information with people that are trying to get your information without exposing your actual information, if that makes sense. So instead of giving somebody, your true, um, even your social security can be hidden in hashes for confirmation. But anyway, back over here. Let's see what we got. Still things moving. HCW popped back up, didn't it? Popped back up quite a bit there. HCW was struggling to hold that 5 and refused to be defeated. Right at that 5. So this is one test on it. And it is 7:40 right now, so about 20 minutes, and it's going to be, or not 20 minutes, how much time? Like less than an hour and 30, less than an hour actually. This is going to be an interesting day, especially with STSS. I don't know if y'all heard me read the news earlier, but the Solana, they're getting a Solana treasury. If it cannot compete on the day though, if there's things that are continually getting more volume than it, and these things don't die off, then I'm just going to leave it alone and look to trade it maybe tomorrow or something, because the news is fairly good. It's just not keeping up in RVOL, the overall attention, and it's got the ATR that I like, got the percentage gain, but the volume is what it really needs to compete in, because HCWB right now is kind of eating this breakfast here. But it is Monday, and this is the Monday of the last week of August. Last week of August, Monday. So we'll see how this last week ends up, and 550 continues to be a little struggle point up here. Whew. Got up there to almost 575 there. So $half level, jumping up there to the 578s. See if we can go ahead and push through that top of 578, 579. $14 million shares traded on it. And it's also got 27 times its norm. So it is right now above $2 is leading the day, but it's still some cheaper ones under $2 that are playing around OSRH and caps. So nice. Daniel got a little scalp out of there from 555 up to 570. Well, I thought it was about to rip. Okay, so 578, little double test there, 578. Let's see if they hold this down, or is it's gonna have to get through it on this candle, really. Because that's definitely a double top on the 1 minute. Let me go to the 5 minute. Point of control down there at 527. Let's go to 15 minute. Top of the tippity tip. All right. Guess you made a good move getting on out of there. I mean, you still would have been green right here, but I don't know. This kind of looks a little bearish at least. Back under 550, that $half level. Hmm. It's gonna crash out or what, man? See, the range is getting tighter and tighter, and then when it does move down, it's moving with a quicker pace than it is upward. Back to that 555 there. Point of control down here, 525s. This be another test. So it tested 525 once, struggled here, got up here. Will it return all the way to 525? What is happening on STS? All right, STSS. What are you doing out of here? You got a top here of 1137. Came up here once, and it's a pre-market level. Levels that I have marked are all the way down here. 7, still playing around here. Definitely looks a little strong here. But this bottom was 1014. That's a pre-market level, but made those lower lows. So I kind of want to see the intraday motion on this one. Only 8 million shares traded, trailing behind what, six tickers right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tickers. So still not at the top of its game. $5.50 again, getting hard tested down here. Previous 1 minute bottom was $5.34, kind of odd number down there. 5 minutes. Got about 10 minutes to the to my meeting, so I'm gonna be definitely watching STSS during the day. Look at that thing on the 15-minute. Definitely watching that. Got possible daily levels down here around 7, and then all the way up to the 15. I don't know what it wants to do, but yeah, looking like it's just consolidating here. Kind of unpredictable. Could go either way, but I'm just going to continue watching. Go to the 15 minutes. Previous trading zone around this level. So we may see a test back up here. We may not. I don't know. Looks like HCWB got back up to 550. Pull back up over that level. Hit a low of 542. Came back into some indecision. Wow. What's going on there? I see more volume coming up, coming over from there. This is another is this a shoulder, head and shoulders here forming around this 550? It's going to end up getting some slammage, or is it going to be able to break out? Let's see one that looks like a shoulder, kind of looks like a head, but it's not super distinct. Where's my buy area on STSS? Let me jump over here. So we got this previously traded level, which was created in pre-market. We have daily levels all the way down here at the 750s. So I don't know. It's gonna have to be under this level, because this is pre-market. I really don't trust pre-market. and the dailies are all the way down here. That's like $4 or $5 away almost. So I'm like, let me just be patient and see where it gets to. If it just blasts, if it lasts until the open and blast out of here, that's just gonna be too bad. But if it can drop down and get some accumulation, that'll be a little bit better for maybe a move later on in the day. Get some shares around if it does dip down there. Um, somewhere around like maybe 9 or whatnot with the backstop of this 750 level. Oh, the cancer one, I'm not trading that. I'm not trading that one. I'm waiting for that one to fall. I'm waiting for that one to fall. I'd rather trade this crypto catalyst. Solana blockchain. This HCWB, I'm just waiting to crash out. This is the only one I'm looking at, this crypto one today. So another little flatness at the 1140s. You would stay clear of STSS, the crypto catalyst, the one that's been popping all this time, all these weeks, and all the rest of them were kind of bad. They were naming crypto that were not good. But this one actually has a good crypto that it's naming, and it's actually doing 400 million shares into it. So I just wanted to see if this one would be something that would be palatable. But again, I haven't made any moves on it yet. The other one with the cancer news, HCWB. Let me see. It says it's trading higher after the company announced its scientists have developed immunotherapeutics against solid tumors. A lot of companies have done this, so I don't really know what the specialty or the uniqueness of that would be. But yeah, it's just I'm like, yeah, that's cool and all, but I'd like to see better. I'd like to see who's gonna hold these levels up. If they're gonna actually respect these pre-market levels that because I think HCWB is gonna be a diver out of the open, just diving straight on down. And I may be wrong. I may be absolutely wrong. It may rip, but from what I've seen on those type of catalysts, solid tumors, it's like, okay, all right. Let's jump back over there and see what it's doing now. Oh, look at there. It's heading on down towards $5. Yeah, I had no plans on buying this one. STSS though. Come on down, baby. Come on down back to 10. Yeah, but 50 cent is a lot for HCWB. It hasn't been moving 50 cents. Like, at least STSS can give a 50-cent move. Look at it. STSS right here has a ATR of $1.45, right? So if I wanted to shoot for 25% of that ATR, $1.45 times 0.25, right? That's 36 cents. So a quarter of that is 36 cents. Now, HCWB, we take its ATR for the day, which is 53 cents. And we multiply that by 2.5. And that's 13 cents for a quarter of the move. So I wouldn't even expect to get 50 cents. That 50 cents is 5 times what the ATR is probably going to even be able to give me. That's some high expectations for the HCWB for 50 cents. That's not realistic mathematically. Maybe it is realistic emotionally. You know, people get emotional and they shaking their little airplane seats, but I'm gonna stick to them mathematics and see what happens. And it's going on down. Going on down. So had a previous low of 496. Is it gonna head on down there under 5? We don't know yet. I have 3 minutes until my meeting, so I gotta shut this down and get ready for that. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. I'm gonna keep you guys updated. Like I said, the one that I'm looking at is STSS. If it doesn't provide any opportunities, then I'm just going to be like, okay, just the beginning of the week, and I'll chill out. It's the only one that's meeting the scanner anyway. But yeah, I gotta get out of here. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. And as always, I will see you in the next one. Peace.